Let me ask you something. Social media growth or mental health? Pick one. Which one you pick? Hello everyone, I'm Joan, and let's be honest, growth is important, but health is a priority. If you're here, it's maybe because you are struggling also to navigate the sea of platforms asking for our time, commitment, investment. Maybe it's because our approach is wrong. At the beginning, all started as a place in which we could share with friends, family, with our close community, but this is not the reality anymore, and we still fight and resist the idea of it. As an artist myself, I just have to play along, but sometimes it's complicated to let go from the control and to hope that everything is gonna turn out as I need it to, because my art and my shop updates are being affected by the performance of those platforms, and depending on the outcome on those platforms, I might struggle, and eventually I won't be able to keep on working as an artist doing what I love. But I wonder, why are you here? Why am I doing this video? Because we need help. I need help from you and from others. We need to take care of each other to get back to those honest connections and stop pretending that we can keep on carrying this insane rhythm, which is the one disconnecting from each other. So how do we change it? How do we do it? Just ask yourself. Just try to remember the reason why you started all those platforms in the first place. I started them just to connect with others, to share my art and to share my life. Not with a screen, not with numbers, with someone else. Nowadays it just feels that we are just feeding those platforms, those greedy monsters, just in order to get instant rewards. But let's be honest, by feeding those platforms, we have no insurance that we're gonna succeed, that we're gonna get all the instant reward we're looking for. And this is creating a feeling of unease and maybe anxiety. So okay, let's back up. Let me explain you a tiny bit of my background, like this you can know where I'm coming from and why I'm saying all those things. I'm a dancer and a pottery artist. I'm selling my art online because I have no physical store. I'm not able to pay to rent my flat and a co-working space or either a studio for myself. So I got into social media because I thought it was a good platform and a good opportunity to be exposed to everyone, and this is why I started in the first place, because I felt that social media was the place to be. At the beginning it was going great, plenty of new followers, I was building a beautiful community, my shop updates were selling out in 1 hour, less than 2 hours, but since the platform started to shift their priorities, I started to feel that something was off. Social media started to change slightly. For example, on Instagram, they started to add ads, give us the opportunity to sell on their platform. Slowly, I started struggling to get in contact with my community, with my people. I was bombarded with a lot of information that was not what I was used to, and then I could see that social media, they started to shift their interest into keeping us for longer and trading or selling our data, our information. At that time I got confused, I lost the control, I couldn't stop forcing myself to create content, and I started to get addicted to social media, and I shift also my focus. Instead of focusing on the quality of the community, I started focusing on getting more and more followers. Then everything changes. TikTok appeared, then Instagram introduced the Reels. I had to shift my way of managing my social medias, and I needed to learn new skills, I needed to buy cameras, I needed to get ready to the new era. Then suddenly I was even more addicted because I needed to spend even more time to create those materials, those Reels, those shorts, those TikToks. So there was a moment in which I just collapsed, and it was because my hard disk fell into the floor and I realized that I didn't have material to post anymore. So I freaked out. My brain shut down and my body was shaking. I started to have a lot of anger, fear and anxiety because I felt so stupid because my hard disk fell into the floor. And then I was like, wow, what's going on? That's not possible. It's not healthy to treat myself this way because I won't be able to post So in that moment, I just stopped and I breathed, and I was with my partner and with my family, and they were like shocked also to see me in this situation. And after that, I had a break from social media and I slowed down, and I was like, it was the moment in which I realized that yeah, I need help. Now I'm taking things slower, at least I'm not engaging myself emotionally so much, and I know what is the use for those platforms and the kind of relationship I want to have with them, and I'm taking back the control from them, which is sometimes frustrating and complicated because you still play the game, I still play the game. For example, now is the moment in which I have the lowest engagement ever. My insights are just saying you're dead. I'm losing followers every day. My stories are not reaching almost anyone, and I just had my shop update, and it was my worst shop update because people is not able to see my content. And so what? I need to step back and to listen to myself too, and to respect the rhythm of life and nature and slow down, because of course it's nice to have this instant gratification. You post, you have it. It's not real. It's not healthy. It's not something you can sustain. And of course, I'm worried, but it's fine. Growth in life is not always going upwards. We're having curves in which we go ups and downs. So now I'm in a moment in which I'm going down, and it's fine. I'm gonna go up again. But I think we understood the effect of social media, because a lot of us are talking about our situations and our thoughts. It seems like social media is shifting and is trying to get closer to this community, the community we had before all those changes, but still we need to understand that those platforms, they have a goal, and this goal is not always connected with our needs. So we need to realize and contextualize what is this platform for, what do I want to get from it, and if it's possible, and if those goals, my personal goal, is aligned with the goals that Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or all those platforms have. And if are not following the same goals, you need to protect yourself from those things that you won't get from it. So, do we have a solution? How can we shift and change this situation? And of course, all of us, we are different, so we might need different things. But for example, for me, I'm gonna slow down, start focusing again on community, on us. Forget about the numbers, the insights, because it's not the actual number itself, it's the person behind that is channeling through those reactions love, care, or support. And I know it's complicated and I'm not succeeding every day, but whenever I see that I'm suffering or stressing out because of the situation, I just breathe in, breathe out, slow down, and reconnect with those thoughts. It's not up to them to decide your value. It's up to you to decide how you wanna use those social media, how you wanna play the game. And yes, most probably you won't reach the amount of people you would love to. But let's try not to focus on that. We need to shift our focus and start appreciating the things we have. You are definitely not alone in this journey. I've been there too. It's not something that won't affect you once you realize that the situation is complicated and is something that might affect you and your work and how your art is perceived. All this to say that it is a struggle and it's complicated to navigate all these social media platforms, but I invite you to listen to your needs, and if you need to stop, please do so, and you will come back stronger later. Just try to readjust your schedule in order to make it easier for you, and you're definitely not alone. And I hope that by sharing my experience you get inspired and you can continue your journey with social media in a healthier way. So thank you so much for coming, thank you so much for passing by. I'm usually sharing my pottery studios and sharing my creative process here on YouTube, but I wanted to take the opportunity to share with you guys a tiny bit of my background, show you that I'm human as you are, and I have feelings as you have, and they are valid. Respect them, listen to them, and take care of yourself. See you next time.